Now let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Chicago Bulls. At one forward, Deron Holmes. The center is Kristaps Porzingis. At point guard, Darius Garland. At the other guard, Anthony Edwards. At the other forward, RJ number 7. The head coach of the visiting team is Doc Rivers. Now let's meet your Indiana Pacers. In the middle, 7'3", number 33, Bol Bol. At one guard position, 6'4", number 10, Andrew Nembhard. At guard, 6'5", 0, Tyrese Halliburton. At one forward, 6'8", number 43, Pascal Siakam. At the other forward, 6'7", number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
Hi everyone, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And a quick look at some of the numbers for him.
And suddenly, his feel for the three-point shot has left him. It's been a tough go the past 5 games. The percentage from long range, not close to what it was earlier. But he's not going to give up on it, and he'll try to get it going here tonight.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Garland. He's out there with Edwards. Porzingis is out there with Money. And it's Holmes in at the 4-man position. And for Indiana, Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. Siakam is out there at Bol, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Now here we are, Greg, in the second half of the season. What do you think playoff-bound teams are focusing on right now?
I would say just making sure they keep the momentum heading into the postseason, as well as do everything possible to try to stay healthy.
Halliburton against Garland. Shot clock at 6. Bol, a screen on Edwards. Here's Nembhard. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, that's his shot right there. You know, if he gets any kind of room, he's going to dial it up from distance.
Porzingis with a screen on Leonard. Money, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Money's got 5 now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Garland. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot to the wing right side. Porzingis with a screen on Leonard. Pulls up. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Well, he's got the green light. Porzingis understands. Be ready on the catch.
Holmes against Siakam. And the rejection by Holmes. Pass to Money. Over to the left wing. Holmes, good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Halliburton passes to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. Siakam, right side. In the corner, Bull with it. Porzingis with the block.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
In the corner, Holmes with it. Another three for Chicago.
Beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
Pacers Breaker Dance Crew.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Halliburton against Garland. And it goes out of bounds. That one off home. And midway through the season now, the power rankings starting to show a more complete picture. You look at the Pacers. They're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
And you know, right now for the Bulls, they've proven time and time again this season that not only are they for real, but they may be the team to beat.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game.
Halliburton just understands how to play in pick and roll. Pretty pass there.
And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
Nembhard's shot is good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
A three-pointer is right on target.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously pushed the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Reed, he's checked in for Chicago. Josh Giddey comes in for Garland. Great open look there.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Siakam. 9 points last game. Here's Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
Strong to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Get loud, fans. On the court is your Hype Squad.
We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter.
Let me hear you. Love the music. Fans again.
Halliburton outside.
Pacers Hype Crew.
5 on the clock. From the arc. Sinks the triple.
Well, it's been early in his career, but Tyrese Halliburton has proven to be extremely dangerous from range.
Reed with the screen on Howard. And the basket by Money.
Number 7.
Money's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Bulls.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Bull kicks to Howard. Back to Bull. Pass to Howard. Fires goes for three. Good on the triple. Howard's got 5 now.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling. 3-point opportunities.
Goodness, you talk about shedding the defender.
Bulls have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Williams, he's checked in for Bull. Andrew Nembhard comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Austin Reeves in for Halliburton. Nembhard with it. Giddy defending. Nembhard the pass to Reeves. Here's Furphy. Takes the three. And Indiana another three.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the basket by Money.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Pass to Howard. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the three ball. Howard's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And so it's Chicago in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Last game for the Bulls, it was substitution on the court. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Money passes to Garland. Reed with a screen on Leonard. In the corner, Holmes with it. Here's Money. From the top of the key, he buries it. Money's got 22 points.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
Halliburton looking around. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
He's so disciplined as a playmaker. Tyrese Halliburton sees what's happening. Is just going to take the opportunity.
And Reed has it in the corner. Drills the three-pointer. Reeves got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Holmes with a screen on Leonard. Here's Money, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, that's how you power that one down, young fella.
He went hard to the hoop and did not disappoint when he got there. Back to Halliburton. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Halliburton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Halliburton, a huge part of this offense, which is why he has the confidence in these catch-and-shoot situations. No hesitation.
Cans it from downtown.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Siakam passes to Leonard. Leonard battling.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Well, Doris, before he started playing basketball, Siakam was on the path to priesthood. And there are a lot of GMs in the NBA saying, amen, that he chose basketball.
Kevin, this young man actually attended a seminary and didn't pick up a basketball until he was 16. But even with that, he's built himself into an all-star and a champion. An incredible journey.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now. So solid numbers in that department.
Here's Money. Last time out, he had 13 points. Out to Porzingis. Pass to Money. Holmes with a screen on Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Money, no good. The Pacers shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. And here's Leonard. Guarded by Garland. Moves back up. Kawhi, confident inside.
We know that Kawhi has the frame to muscle through the opposition. Refuses to be held back in that instance.
And they get it. And the basket by Money. Money's got 6 in the quarter. There's 38 seconds left here in the second. Bounce pass, Halliburton. Shoots from the right block. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got 4 rebounds now tonight. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Holmes with a screen on Leonard. Here's Money. Drains the three-pointer. Now it's a 3-point Bulls lead.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Here's Halliburton. It's good from the top of the key. Halliburton's got 10. It'll count. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this.
To review the play.
They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's a...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bulls lead by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Joined by Doc Rivers. Coach, what did you think of the effort in the first half?
Well, the effort's fine, I guess. Defensively, we got to be better, so that's part of the effort. But they're just scoring too easy. They're throwing us around. They are so much more the physical team right now, so we got to pick up our physicality.
I'm sure that will be discussed thoroughly before the next half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Welcome, everyone, to halftime. The Chicago Bulls find themselves in a good matchup here at the break.
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile crowd, Shaq.
Yeah, boos from the stands can be a motivator.
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
And for that game against the Pistons, coin toss. In fact, I'm going to make a prediction. This game goes to the last shot.
Jetstradamus. We're going to have to keep a tally of the predictions by you two. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What a game we're seeing from Money.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Taking a look at the Bulls, we've got Money. Darius Garland is out there with Anthony Edwards. Then there's Reed, and it's Holmes in at the 4 shot. Nembhard's shot is good. Rule adjustments, Doris, regarding the rip-through move. Do you think those have been effective?
Kevin, I certainly think we've taken a step in the right direction. We have got to give the defense more of a chance at this point, and the idea that you don't get shots on the rip-through is important.
And here's Halliburton after Anthony Edwards made that last 3-pointer. Outside for Halliburton. That ball, nice feed that time from Leonard. Halliburton's got 13 points.
Halliburton loves answering a challenge. A 3 made on one end means it's time for him to come back and answer.
Sinks the 3-pointer.
Their third 3-pointer in a row.
And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Siakam passes to Halliburton. Nembhard. And Indiana, another 3.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the Bulls making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. It's Nembhard on the wing. The shot is good off the backboard. Leonard's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
Once Kawhi Leonard gets to the interior, this guy's so tough to keep from scoring.
Porzingis with a screen on Leonard. Here's Money, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
Assistant, Bull.
The Bulls have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Kicks it out to Garland. And the Bulls another 3.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Back to Halliburton. And the rejection by Holmes. And he gets the bucket. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, laser focus from Kawhi Leonard. He no sooner touches it than that ball is off to the rim.
Garland the pass to Money. For 3. And the Bulls another 3.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
The Pacers making a change here. Howard's checked in. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Drops in the tray. Halliburton's got 18 points.
Tyrese Halliburton is putting in work right now. This guy getting to his spots and scoring with ease.
Money passes to Garland. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Holmes, good.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Reed, he's checked in for Chicago. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at the Bulls. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, Indiana, 3 spots below.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, they've come through for their fans this season. All the optimism surrounding them, all the high hopes, all proved to be legit.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
And the big fella knows how to score the basketball. Bo's understanding of when to look for his next level.
Into the lane. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Another 3 for Chicago.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Pass to Siakam. Now, here is Halliburton, guarded by Garland.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Money. He's guarded by Howard. Here's Money. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Pass to Siakam. The 3. He can't get that one to fall.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Halliburton for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Halliburton's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Pass to Money. Porzingis with a screen on Howard. Out to Edwards. Here's Money. He's guarded by Howard. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those.
Porzingis is checked in for the Bulls. Money comes in for Bain. So with Howard sitting on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. Bull out there with Williams. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Money's got 44.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Here's Leonard. And again, it's Indiana converting.
One thing that stands out over the course of Leonard's career is how efficient and effective he has been on the offensive end.
Here's Money. Driving inside. Getting no one around him. And the Bulls, another 3.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Halliburton passes to Bull. It's all in by the Bulls. Now, here's Holmes. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
At the line for the Bulls.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pacers.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
I think the other thing they've done exceptionally well tonight is shoot the mid-range and take advantage of those opportunities. Anytime they're given a look, they have delivered.
Here's Money. Launches a 3. Drills it from outside. Money's got 47 points.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump. As Siakam relishes the opportunity to deliver. That's a big-time basket.
Here's Money. Outside Garland. Pass to Money. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Money's got 49 points in the game.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bull there with a big basket.
And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. Now, he's not happy with the perimeter defense. He told them we have to hustle more out to the three-point line because they look real comfortable out there now. I want you contesting every three they put up. I'll see if that intensity increases on D. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here's Money. Screen by Porzingis. Out to Edwards. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Halliburton with it. Garland picks him up. And Leonard gets it to go.
Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
Here's Money. Money!
And once he got up in the air, he just decided, you know what, I'm going to stay here for a while. I'm going to hit you with a little float. Float on. And finally takes it down for the finish.
You mentioned the floaters on this. Absolutely. Good reference. Good reference. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here.
You know what time it is, Pacers Nation. Time to get out from your Pacers dance crew. That's your live fans. Stand up and make some noise.
Here's Halliburton. Good.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
A three ball connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Pass to Bull. Indiana moving the ball. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Halliburton just has a knack for understanding what his team needs, and that was a big-time clutch delivery.
Holmes with a screen on Leonard. Here's Money. And again.
He's put on an entertaining show once again. I don't know that anyone has his combination of talent and relentlessness.
He's now tied for 5th place in games of 60 points or more over a season.
Attention fans, now on the court is your hype squad.
Nemhard the pass to Bull. No good from 3-point territory. And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And an intentional foul right there.
Second team foul. Indiana foul. Kawhi Leonard.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Team foul.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, our player of the game, Money.